Welcome to 5 Minutes of Momentum. These episodes are a short 5-minute burst of inspiration, motivation, and massive action. If you need that little kick up the butt to get things moving and to inspire you to take massive action, then every single Thursday I'll be sending you through a 5-minute episode to download, digest, and implement to finish your week off strong. Are you ready to get started? Let's go.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast. Today's 5 Minutes of Momentum episode is really inspired to help you think about your business a little bit more differently than just online. Like, I know online is really easy. You can jump on, promote your business and whatnot. But this month, I really wanted to focus on events and how events can really create a deeper level of connection with your audience and with your customers, because in person is so much more effective than online. And let me tell you why. There are so many great opportunities that actually happen in person that social media can never replicate. The first one is obviously the in-person connection. Being able to look into someone's eyes, feel their energy, stand beside them, and they're a real person. Like, that creates a whole new level of trust. And that's why often people like to rely on referrals, because they've come from a warm, trusted associate that is basically saying you can trust this person. When you meet someone in person, this is why people often put networking in their business strategy, because they know when they meet people in person, it's a warmer lead. You're more likely to convert that person because they trust you already, because they've gotten to know you. Secondly, we are creating a space for undivided attention. When we're online in social media, oh my God, it's hard to stop people scrolling, right? Like, it's such a dopamine hit, like one thing after the other, that people are there to basically tune out, right? They're literally scrolling. And to grab someone's undivided attention is the biggest currency in business, right? So when you think about bringing people together for an event, you have undivided attention, especially if you're running an event where you're presenting something or running a workshop. People have to focus, and you can literally look at someone and see if they're paying attention or not. And there is a social etiquette that you pay attention to the person who's speaking, or especially if you've invested in being there, you're invested in being there and giving your attention to the person or to the purpose of the event, right? So that undivided attention is an incredible currency to utilize, because there's a few different things you can create there. One, you can increase your credibility and trust. Two, you can actually support people from shifting through any hesitations they have with working with you or having a transformation with you. You can also take people through a sales process. Whereas on social media, it's very difficult to do that. You can't do it in one post. I mean, yes, you can technically, but you need to have built a lot of trust first before they'll actually invest in you. And I'm not saying that running an event is going to guarantee sales. Like, that's not the case at all. It's going to depend on how you run the event and what you already have in trust and credibility, and also how you structure the event and the sales process at the event. But I'm saying it's a higher percentage of conversion because people have trusted you, they've shown up, they've given you their attention. They've also supported them to really reflect on where they're at and what they need in order to move forward, right? So that undivided attention is incredibly important. Obviously, then marketing an event like that puts you ahead of the game, puts you as someone who is a leader, a go-to person in your industry, which again builds a lot of trust. So there are so many opportunities. Plus, the level of connections and referrals that comes from connecting with people in person. And honestly, like, the biggest part, which I think is something that's very underrated, is the connection. Being in someone's energy. Like, if you understand heart math is the study of the electromagnetic waves that come from our beating hearts, and how that can be felt up to 8 feet outside of your heart space, outside of your body, right? 8 feet, which means you know what it feels like when someone walks in the room and they're in a bad mood. You can already tell, right? Because of the beat of their heart and the electromagnetic waves they're emanating. It works the same with connection. So if you are in someone's energy, in someone's circle, and you feel connected to that person because they may show similarities to you, they may speak like you, they may look like you, they may also have a level of groundedness that makes you feel at ease with them. In-person connections obviously help support conversion in the long run. The amount of times that I've met people in person and in some way, shape or form they ended up working with me, and it may not have been like straight away, but the amount of times that I have people coming to my program still to this day. I literally had someone join the collective this week, and she said to me, I knew I was going to work with you years ago when I met you. And it's so funny how that happens, but I obviously made an impact on that person. In person is honestly an absolute freaking game changer. And it's something that it's such a powerful tool that online just cannot create. And lastly, what I'll say is that it actually gets people talking more about you and your business. So when you run events, people want to share that with other people. People tell people what events they're going to. And so it actually has your name being spoken in rooms that you're not even in. Increases your visibility because then people share the events as well. So there are so many incredible hidden opportunities that come from being in a room at a networking event, at any type of event where you're developing a whole new level of connection. And this momentum goes way beyond social media. And I honestly believe this is why I recorded that last episode about building events into your business strategy. So if you haven't thought about it, go back and listen to that episode, because I guarantee you, if you are a woman in business and you serve other women in business, thinking about how you can add some type of in-person activation to your business will be really ideal. Go back and listen to that episode. I hope you love today's. Enjoy the rest of your week.